as I mentioned earlier, please don't have too much coffee when you present. It can make you a bit fidgety or jittery. Put that down there. I know I talked about drinking too much coffee before, but I want to show you a failure of mine during the Q&A session after one of my speeches. Okay, so check this out. Okay, this is bad. So here's an example of me in the Q&A session of one of my presentations. Watch how my foot is shaking so much that you probably aren't focusing on what I'm saying. Okay? Okay. Let's move on now to head movements, right? Nodding for yes and vice versa adds effect. Especially when somebody is asking you a question and they have an issue finishing the question, maybe because they're nervous, which has happened to me, okay? And you kind of nod and help them through it, okay? And we're going to discuss the Q&A session in Act 7, which is in the next act. Lastly, don't cover your mouth ever. I try not to, although I probably do it sometimes subconsciously. But when you do it, it actually might show that you're hiding something. And I know that sounds a little bit out there, but I worked at a hedge fund called Citadel years ago, and they hired 25-year FBI and CIA veterans to train us on how to tell if an executive is lying. And apparently covering your mouth indicates that you might be lying. So even if you cover your mouth out of habit, for example, if you have a goatee, just please try not to, just for your presentation.